Okay, as you can see, this is the diamond plaid headband that we're going to be working on today. So I do have the one color cable headband available on my Ravelry store. Once you're good at doing cables in one color, then moving on to two colors is no problem. Here is my yarn that I'm using. This is Bernat acrylic yarns, size 4 or worsted weight. We are going to start by chaining 14 plus an extra chain for the turn stitch. In the first loop, we're going to do one single crochet. And then we're going to do 12 double crochets in the next 12 chain stitches. Okay, and then in our final stitch here, it is one more single crochet. And that's what it should look like here. That's going to be our base for the project. And you're going to chain one for your turning chain. And now we're going to switch to triple crochets. And then we're going to go into the second double crochet and do a triple front post crochet. As you can see here, and we'll be switching colors here right away now. We're going to jump right into it. So now I'm changing colors to the white. And another triple crochet, and we're going to go back into that empty double crochet back there. So that was a triple front post crochet. And back to the blue. And then we're going to skip 2. That one's empty. We'll leave that empty for a second, and we're going to jump over to the next one. Oops, move that out of the way. Triple crochet. And back to the white. Changing colors. And as you can see, I like to keep the blue yarn in the front, our base yarn, we'll call it, in the front, and I'll keep the white yarn in the back. Basically, you know, if for whatever reason you find it more comfortable to have the white yarn in the front and the blue yarn in the back, just make sure that you're consistent with it. And then keep just switching back and forth the whole way. Front post, triple crochet, change color. I do have another tutorial that shows how to do this with just one color. And once you've mastered this cable stitch with one color, then learning how to do it with two is no problem. But it can be a bit challenging. If you've never done this stitch before, I would practice with just the one color before going on to doing this diamond plaid pattern. And now because this is the last triple post crochet in our diamond plaid, I'm gonna do a single crochet in the white yarn. We'll just turn the project, and so we'll do 2 single crochets going back until we run into our first blue stitch here. And then we want to make sure to crochet in that yarn along with the rest of it. All single crochets all the way across until you get to your last single crochet in the white yarn. And then once you get here, you're going to be changing colors. We're going to the blue, so we're going to put the white yarn into the back of the project, and we're going to switch colors to the blue. And the last 2 are single crochets. And chain 1, turn project. All right, so wow, it's coming along. Single crochet. So you can see here, you got to do the first one. Don't switch the colors yet because you're going to have to jump over to that next blue stitch there. So triple post crochet. Now you're going to jump over. And now we're back to going back and forth with the white and the blue. And we're going to be going behind the blue because we want this to crisscross. Again, I would practice this stitch in one color first until you've mastered it, and then once you've mastered it with one color, doing it with 2 colors won't be hard at all to learn. Same deal, switching back and forth from white to blue. Keep switching colors back and forth until you've run out of blue stitches and all that's left is white stitches. So I still have another blue in there, so switching colors, triple post, getting right in there. That's the last blue one for that row. And so I will be sticking to my white yarn now. See, I can see that the last one that I'm going to be jumping into is a triple crochet front post in white. So I won't be changing colors. And chain 1. Let's have a look at that. See, you can see it's coming along very nicely. We'll be doing single crochet in the white until you come up to your first blue stitch. And then when you get to your first blue one here, you want to make sure to crochet that tail along the project because you're going to need it on the other side. So I will be putting the white yarn aside. I'm going to bring it to the back. And now we're doing the blue for the remainder 3 stitches here. Okay, chain 1. You can see it's starting to go on a bit of a slant. That'll be more noticeable as you go along. So now you can see that the first 2 are blue. So we're not going to be switching back and forth to white right away. And I still don't have to switch to white. And now I can see that I'm going to have to go back 1, and that's going to be a white. And now we're going to be switching back and forth from color to color all the way across until you have run out of blue to stitch. This is hands down my favorite headband to make. I love making it at Christmas time as Christmas gifts for people, although I think that my family members are starting to have enough of these headbands, so I'm running out of people to give them to. Yeah, it's just a really great Christmas present. They're super warm, super cozy, and really fashionable. Okay, so this is my last blue that I'm going to be stitching into. So front post, triple crochet into that blue, and now we're going to be switching to white, and I won't have to switch back to the blue for the rest of this row. Sometimes I do miss a stitch, and there's been times where I've had to go back a row or 2 and fix it. But thankfully for this pattern, because it's just a headband, it's not like a blanket. It's a great way to practice this stitch until you get good at learning how to correct those errors as you go along. So same deal, going back to the blue stitch. So this time it's 4 single crochets until we have to bring in that blue and crochet that tail in. So now you can kind of see a pattern developing. So now we're at the blue and we're crocheting that tail in right up until till we run out of white. We'll tuck that tail behind the back of the project and switch to blue. Yeah, you can really see that angle starting to develop now. Cool. Now you can really see that diamond shape is taking place, you know, and yeah. So now I've run out of blue, I'm going jumping to white. And see, that whole side was blue. I didn't have to switch colors at all. Single crochet at the very end, every time, chain one, turn around. Now you can really see the pattern developing here. Now its diamond shape is really coming along. It's stretchy, it's pretty, it's very exciting. And we're going to be switching colors here, so just keep that in mind as we come towards the end. So there's my last white one. But because I can see that my first triple post crochet is going to be a white stitch, I'm actually just going to keep going all the way to the end with the white. I've just left my other yarn in the front and So now I've officially switched colors. Oops, I don't know what I did there. I did something weird. Okay, I'm putting it behind. That's what, okay. So I changed my mind, I'm gonna put it behind. So again, my very first stitch when I turn this project around is gonna be a triple post crochet in white. That's my first stitch. And that's going to be that blue and that white and blue are going to be crossing each other, but the first one I'm going to hook onto is the white one. So this is my single crochet, triple post, and into the white one. And now we're going to be swapping back and forth the whole way across. And now my white goes into the front, and my blue is officially hanging out in the back, on the back side of the project. Okay, so now we are just about at the end here, so let's just pay closer attention. So I'm going to be crossing that white and blue. So I'm grabbing the white, and now my blue is last. So I'm jumping into that one. Triple front post crochet, crossover, right? Oops, didn't mean to do that. Error. Okay, so now because we've officially flipped, so now that's going to be a single crochet in the blue, and we're going to be, because I don't know why I left that in the front, but oh yeah, that's right. No, that's correct. Okay, so that is correct. So yeah, we've switched now, and from here on, it's the same as before, and until you got to switch colors again, and you should do this a total of, I think that it ends up being 3 diamonds altogether, or just until it fits your head nicely.